All right, so welcome back again. This is Lee, aka Mr. House Guy, but today I am Professor House Guy. So I'm gonna walk you guys through when it comes to building rapport, how important it is to build rapport. Now, one of my favorite things when it comes to building rapport is to always have fun and make the seller laugh. I tell people all the time, when you're on the phone with the seller or you're meeting with someone in person, they can always hear your energy, right? They can hear that you're smiling, right? Smiling and dialing, as we like to call it. So whenever you're talking to these sellers, especially over the phone, you gotta make sure that you're having fun and making sure that you're making the seller laugh. Because when you can make the seller laugh, it's the easiest icebreaker. And that way, you're gonna be able to talk directly to the seller so you can get the honest answers that you really need. And the number one goal when talking with sellers is to be their friend. Build rapport, connect, and I can really figure out what is the honest pain that you're having, and that way I can figure out the best solution to your problem. And what we're gonna talk about today, it's called FORM. F-O-R-M, okay? Very easy acronym to remember. Whenever you're on these calls, always try to remember that these are things that you always should try to talk about and always try to get this information from the seller. So the first one in FORM is gonna talk about family. So let me get over here. Now, whenever you're talking to a seller, you always want to get information about their family, right? How many kids? Are they married? Are they single? People love talking about themselves. So you need to be asking questions to understand more about that seller's family dynamics, because it's all important. Whenever they're selling their property, it doesn't just impact them, it impacts the entire family. You can start asking questions, especially when you're talking to an older seller or someone who's recently engaged. Now you can start talking about, tell me how you guys met. I guarantee you one of the best questions to ask someone to bring them back to that point when they were just in ultimate love and their significant other could do no wrong is when they first met, right? That's when you're still in the honeymoon phase. So when you can ask those questions to the seller, hey, can you tell me a little bit, how did you guys meet? It's gonna light them up. They're gonna be happy to talk about it. Ask them about their family, because remember, when you're talking to family and friends and you're getting on the phone with them, a lot of times you're gonna ask them, hey, how's your mom doing? Your mom doing okay? You're gonna ask those questions because that's what friends and family do over the phone, and that's what we're trying to be. We're trying to build rapport so we can get into the family and friend zone. The letter O in FORM is for occupation, okay? What do you do for work? Understanding who you're dealing with. When you talk to a seller about their occupation, again, a lot of times, a lot of our occupations, we spend more time in our occupation than we do with our own family. Tell me a little bit more, what do you do for work? You sound like an engineer. Oh no, I'm not an engineer, I'm actually a teacher. Really? You're a teacher, what grade do you teach? You wanna ask these questions because again, you're getting the seller to talk about the things that's most important to them, okay? The third letter in this, in FORM, is gonna be recreation, okay? So let me spell this out for you. So we got recreation. So after we talk about family, after we talk about how's work going, and then also recreation, right? If you guys, families and friends, right? You guys usually gonna have a shared interest, right? Let's say you really like tennis, or you like playing basketball, or you're really into anime, or whatever it could be. You're gonna ask those questions about those things, what they like to do for fun. When you're asking these questions, you really wanna stay on these topics for a good amount of time, but you wanna feel comfortable staying on these topics so you get as much information out of the seller as possible, right? And then the fourth letter for M is gonna be motivation, okay? For this is gonna be a little different, but this is what we need as investors, okay? We need to understand their motivation. But after we've been having fun with the seller, we've been making them laugh, we've been talking about family, I know what they do for work, and I know what they like to do for fun. Well, now by the time I get to motivation and really trying to get to the root of their problem, now all their guard is already down. Their guard has been completely removed, or it may not be completely removed, but it's a lot lower than when we first started. A lot of times they're gonna be a lot more honest with me because now they feel comfortable with me. I've taken the time to get to know them, make them laugh, break the ice, ask them about the things that's most important to them. But the goal is to always make sure that whenever you're talking to sellers, your goal is just to have this list. At some point in the conversation, I want to make the seller laugh. At some point in this conversation, I want to talk about family. I want to talk about what they do for work on their occupation. You have to ask these questions so you could truly pinpoint the actual problem Now I can give you the strategy that's gonna be able to help you in your situation, because every single transaction is different. Every seller is different. We're all humans, we're all different. We have different things that affect us. We all have different situations, all different pain points. So I have to be in the habit of asking these questions so that I ultimately can truly understand your motivation. Because by understanding your motivation, I can then prescribe and figure out the best solution to your problem. So I hope this acronym form is going to be very helpful for you guys in your sales and negotiation process. So again, this is building rapport 101 and using the FORM acronym to be able to help you guys be more successful in your conversations so that you're squeezing out and getting the most juice out of your conversations so that you can figure out the best solution to your seller's problems so that you can provide the most value to them and you can have fun and make money in the process. So for more videos like this, guys, make sure you hit that subscribe button so we can get that algorithm up so more people can get value from this. And one thing I can always ask for you guys, I'm so grateful for, is if you can share this video with anyone else who you think it will be of any benefit or value to, that I hope that this video has been of much value to you. I'm gonna be putting more out there, but I need your help so that I can provide you guys with the value that you need. Because guess what? I'm trying to be the doctor, I'm trying to be the lawyer. So hopefully this is helpful for you guys. I'll see you on the next one. I wish you guys all the success and let's get this money together. We'll see you on the next one, guys. Peace.